The Democrat Party is amazing at creating chaos. But once that the chaos is there, they have no idea how to control it. An example of this is Joe Biden as the Democrat nominee with Kamala Harris as his VP. Why I say this is, at the beginning of the primary season, the clear-cut favorite was Bernie Sanders. Just like in 2016, he had all the excitement, all the fanfare of the younger generation. The Democrat Party did not want that, though. They don't like socialism. They understand its flaws. They understand its dangers. They've seen Cuba. They've seen Venezuela. They've seen Mao's China and the USSR. They know that what Bernie is preaching about democratic socialism is a myth. It does not exist, and the Scandinavian countries are not socialist. They are capitalist in nature, and the Democrat Party knows that, but Bernie does not care. Bernie does not want Scandinavian democratic socialism. He wants Venezuela. That terrifies the Democratic Party, so they have to bring someone in, just like they did in 2016 with Hillary Clinton. They had to bring someone in to defeat the socialist agenda. That person was Joe Biden. Why Joe Biden? Because just like Hillary could ride the coattails of her husband, Joe Biden can ride the coattails of Barack Obama. Hopefully they can get enough excitement off just the fact that he was in the presence of Obama that he can overcome the Bernie wave. And he did. But it wasn't easy. What ended up happening was Bernie kept winning in the primaries, and he kept winning them comfortably. The Democrat Party had to adjust. So what did they do? They sought out James Clyburn, congressman from South Carolina and House Whip, a powerful African-American man who can swing an entire election. He's done it in the past. But if you're going to hire somebody like James Clyburn, if you're going to buy him off so he gives you the endorsement, you owe him something in return. For James Clyburn, he was vocal about it. He came out and said, "My expectation is that Joe Biden hires an African-American female as his vice presidential nominee." Yeah, he said it. He said not a woman of color specifically. He said she must be African-American. That's the payment. That's the devil's deed. You want the ultimate prize. You want to be able to win South Carolina and then go on to win 10 Super Tuesday primaries? You're going to have to pay up. So, was the initial plan of James Clyburn to put Kamala Harris into power? Absolutely not. James Clyburn probably wanted Karen Bass because that is his protege. He's her mentor. But Karen Bass has one incredibly big flaw, and it's that she is a communist. She eulogized a communist leader in the United States, and she used to visit Cuba with Castro and praise him. She's an out-and-out communist. That brings us right back to the same problem that we had with Bernie Sanders. Okay, so we move on. Who does Joe Biden seek out for advice when Karen Bass is a no-go? His mentor, Barack Obama, who I guarantee you Barack Obama said, "What about Susan Rice?" Here's the problem. Hillary Clinton got into nothing but trouble because of her handling of Benghazi. Well, Susan Rice was involved in that too. Can't put Susan Rice in, you're going to be dealing with the same exact issue that you dealt with Hillary Clinton. There's only one more candidate left. Kamala Harris. And you know that Joe Biden didn't want Kamala Harris because Kamala Harris almost called him a racist on stage at the primaries. Joe Biden is not a fan of Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris was noticeably not a fan of Joe Biden. She's a chameleon. She'll be whatever you need her to be. She's a snake. She's a lawyer. Nobody would have ever said Kamala Harris is somebody you should be trusting. But here's the thing that most did not know also. Kamala Harris in 2019 was the most liberal senator. The most liberal senator. She voted along the lines of the socialist senators. The far, far left. That's who Kamala Harris is. But that was the only option left. So Joe Biden chooses Kamala Harris. So now we're in a massive dilemma. Joe Biden has to get through his 4 years if he wins the presidency, or else the Democrat Party just traded one socialist for another. Well, that's what's going to happen, folks, because here's the thing. The Democrat Party, in their attempt to create chaos to get Joe Biden elected, didn't realize how much Joe Biden was in cognitive decline. He's lost his mind. The man can't piece together more than a couple sentences. He has to read everything off a teleprompter, including questions that they give to his crowd. Joe Biden's not mentally there anymore. He's not going to be able to last 4 years. He probably won't even last one. Which means if he wins, he more than likely will get replaced by Kamala Harris. That's who Donald Trump is actually running against, folks. He's running against just a vessel, a body is all Joe Biden is right now, something to put in front of the American people. But soon enough, if he is put into office, Kamala Harris will be the President of the United States, bringing everything full circle. The first female president and the first socialist will take over the United States of America in the event that Joe Biden wins the 2020 presidential election. God help us all.